Our story begin in 2007, where we will see 11 spaceports arriving in different locations. Three of them land in a motorcycle shop, basically. Other two land in I guess you can say a junkyard, and some of them go to different areas and crash land, and we will see all 11 bots basically, or 11 Cybertronians basically, all 11 Cybertronians, all scan different vehicle forms, and all of them meet up to the same location as Bumblebee. And since B's there plus him, it's technically 12, and all 12 bots basically transform, and we would see all of them. We would see Optimus Prime, we would see Arna, Jazz, Ratchet, B, Sideswipe, Jolt, RC, Leader, Chromia, and Skips and Mudflap, along with wait, am I missing someone? No. Yeah, that's everyone. Jolt, I did say Jolt. Yeah, and that's all of them basically. Now, all 12 of them would basically go to Sam's place, and that scene where Sam basically tries to find the glasses basically goes the same, so I can change nothing much. That scene goes pretty much the same. We would basically skip straight towards the final battle, basically. Well, before the final battle, we'll skip straight to when Bone Crush is about to attack the Autobots. Now, when Bone Crush is about to attack the Autobots, two bots basically transform and quickly attack him. And these bots are Sideswipe and Jazz, who basically work together to basically fight Bone Crusher. And both of them are having an easy time with this. Optimus wants to go back and help them, but Jazz is like, nah, we got this, OP. And Sideswipe's like, we got this, just go. Optimus is like, are you sure? Huh, OP, come on, have faith in us. Yeah, and Sideswipe's like, yeah, listen to your lieutenant. He is your right hand man after all. Hearing this, Optimus is like, fair enough, and proceeds to drive off with our Autobots. And Jazz, with help of Sideswipe, basically kill Bone Crusher. Yes, sorry, I was thinking about someone else, but yeah. Bone Crusher dies, and we would see basically Jazz and Sideswipe going together straight towards the battle. And since it was two Autobots, and since everyone else wasn't that far, they actually arrive. Like the moment everyone arrives, and the moment Brawl basically comes to attack them, they would arrive. Now, Optimus and Iron Knight are the ones who basically use that truck, and they get shot by Starscream. Now, Optimus is a bit damaged from that, along with Iron Knight. But with both of them being high durable warriors, I mean, both of them being the strongest of the strong, both of them will look at each other like, huh, wasn't that bad. Yeah, it felt like someone was trying to shoot me, but accidentally missed. You can say kind of like that. Yeah. And both of them quickly get up. As we would see Arcia, Leader, and Chromia basically race towards or drive towards Brawl. And all three of them would transform and start shooting at him. And Optimus screams at them to disengage and fall back. But they don't listen, as they just want to basically protect the humans and protect the others as well. As you know, a leader, that's Optimus's wife or girlfriend. I don't know, some continuities, guys. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say she's his wife in this timeline. Yeah, why not? And Optimus doesn't want to see her hurt along with her sisters, because that's technically his sisters. I don't know how Cybertronians do this, but yeah, technically that's his sisters-in-law. Yeah. So Optimus would rush in along with Iron Knight and the others, as Chromie is technically Iron Knight's girlfriend, technically. And also, she doesn't really have anyone besides like Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee. I'll put her with Bumblebee. Why not? It's an adorable relationship, but yeah. And we would have that, as they would The others will quickly rush in: Bumblebee, Ironhide, and Optimus. And the others quickly evacuate the humans since there's a lot of Autobots, so yeah. And they will all work together as Jazz and Sideswipe quickly arrive and start attacking, helping them out. Skips, Mouthflap, Ratchet, and Jolt quickly evacuate the humans, and human soldiers stay behind and start helping them. And since Optimus is there, yeah, this dude dead. We're all dead. And the Autobots basically have the Allspark and evacuated all the humans. Now, Starscream attacks along with Blackout and Barricade. And Blackout will take out Scorponaut to attack them. And now it's gonna be a 3v1, 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 3v1. Allow me to explain basically. Now, RC, Alita, and Chromia are basically fighting off Scorponaut along with the humans. And we would see basically Skibbs, Mudflap, and Bumblebee fight Barricade. And we would see Optimus, Ratchet, and Ironite basically fight Starscream. Oh, Starscream, may he rest in pieces. And we would see Jazz, Sideswipe, and Jolt basically fight yeah, basically just fight Blackouts. And who would have the quickest death here? Good question. Hey, we're not talking about who's gonna win. We're talking about who's gonna have the quickest death. All right, let's have a general chat. Who would die the fastest out of all four of them? You know what? I'm putting my money on Barricade. Yeah, putting my money on Barricade. Barricade will be killed by Bumblebee and Mudflap, quick, swift, and easy. And then I would say it's Scorponaut, and then I would say it's Starstream, and then finally I would say it's Blackhouse. So basically, put how would their deaths go? Now we're gonna start off with Barricade. Now Barricade does attack Bumblebee. He does tackle him down, but then Skips will basically grab him from the back and throw him away, while his brother Mudflap basically you can say sucker punches him in the face, sending him flying straight into a building. He crashes in and he gets up, but again gets uppercut by all three bots, and then Bumblebee will just grab him and just throw him straight into a wall. Taking out his gun, he will shoot him point blank in his face, killing him. While RC, Alita, and Chromia just constantly shooting at Scorponaut, making sure to break down his armor so they can use their blades to basically cut him apart. And the humans are also helping them out, throwing the grenade launchers and everything just to make sure the Autobots basically have an easier time. And since the humans are also there, it's much harder for Scorponaut. And with this, RC manages to basically climb on top of him and manages to basically use her blade to cut off Scorponaut's head. And with that, he gets killed. And we would see Optimus, Ratchet, and Iron Knight basically working together to basically fight off Starscream. And since Starscream is a flyer, it's a bit harder for them. But Ratchet would basically use his guns to blow up Starscream's thrusters. Yes, yeah, his thrusters. And with that, Starscream will fall on the ground. Now Iron Knight will quickly jump on him and basically stomp on him, doing critical damage. And Optimus will basically grab him and just kick him how he did in Revenge of the Fallen, like how he kicked him in his face. And then Optimus will just rush in with his two Energon blades and cuts off both Starscream's arms. And Iron Knight, along with Ratchet, basically starts shooting him constantly. And with that, Optimus will do the finishing blow by cutting Starscream in half, killing him. And we would see Sideswipe, the Jolt, and Jazz all working together by using their speed and overall agility and intelligence to basically outthink and out pace basically Blackout. And even Blackout does try to use his EMP ability. It doesn't work, and he gets overwhelmed by them and proceeds to get shot through the head by Jazz, who basically just climbs on top of him and just shoots him straight in his head, killing him, and he falls to the ground. Now Megatron would arrive after the death of Blackout, and the Autobots all do a basically a superhero pose. You know how the Avengers did it in the first movie, where they all basically back to back to each other, but in this timeline, well, not timeline, sorry. In this time, instead of them being back to back, it's more like they it's like a line basically. Optimus is like basically in the middle along with Iron Knight and Ratchet, and next to them is Jazz, Sideswipe, and Jolt, along with I would say Bumblebee, Skips, and Mouthflap, and Arcee, Leader, and Chromia all in the front. And with that, all of them look at Megatron with a face of, ha ha ha, 12v1. Can you beat us? Megatron, like, say less. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. All of you. I'll kill you all. Optimus, like, aren't we the same level? Nah, you're slightly above him. This is suicidal. He's suicidal. Say less. And they just jump Megatron at this point. Now, Arcee, Alita, and Cormio will basically use their speed and agility to outmaneuver and outpace Megatron. And Megatron is getting annoyed by them and does try to kill them. But Optimus is protecting them along with the help of Iron Knight and Ratchet, who are technically the more physically stronger types. I'm not gonna lie, they're basically the stronger types. So they will use their basically they're technically using themselves as a shield to protect the others. They're taking more damage while the others are dishing out the damage. And with that, Megatron is getting overwhelmed. His armor is breaking down slowly, bit by bit. And with the humans coming in to basically give cover fire, and since Starscream is dead and never got the chance to destroy the jets, Megatron is basically ripped apart technically by those missiles. And Megatron is alive, barely, but Optimus walks towards him slowly, grabs him by his head, and lifts him up. Prime takes out his Energon blade and says, "Goodbye, brother." And Megatron is like, "You wouldn't do it." Optimus does say something that he should have said in every timeline. If I give you a second chance, you're gonna waste it. Hearing this, Megatron's like, "You're right." And Optimus just cuts off his head and then throws it on the ground. And Prime will look at his lifeless body as he says goodbye. And yeah, that's the end of this part, and that's the end of the movie. As we will see Sam kissing Michaela on Bumblebee, and yeah, and the Autobots having the Allspark, and Optimus sending out a message. And yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna say something before I end this video. What I'm gonna do in Revenge of the Fallen is crazy. The amount of Autobots is insane. And the thing is, I'm not really gonna like increase for the Decepticons because this is more like Autobot based. So okay, you know what, I will try to do that. I'll give the Decepticons a few bots. But I'm gonna say this right now. The Decepticons ain't cooked. They are gonna be roasted basically. Like you guys say RIP for them because the next part is too much. They're dead. They're dead. But yeah, peace.